Cool.
Yeah. And
So do
yeah.
you work for EcoFlow itself?
Yeah, I work for EcoFlow, and I'm now managing the social media platforms, like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
and
wasn't sure if
Valen.
you worked for a marketing company or not for them. I didn't realize you work right for them, so that's cool.
Yeah, I'm internally employed, and yeah, and Valen, who's been contacting you, he's responsible for like influencer collaboration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah, yes, and
So
yeah.
yeah, no, as I said, this seems good. So is this so when we do the live stream right now is scheduled for what date are you planning?
It's April 22nd. It's actually the Earth Day, and it is also gonna
Oh, okay,
be
great.
it is also gonna be the theme of our live stream, Earth Day, because we're calling for, like protecting the environment and saving the ecosystem and that kind of theme.
Awesome. Yeah, no, I think that's good timing. And I think Jackery, I just did that video. You might have seen it for Jackery. And this is probably good timing for EcoFlow because I think some of the companies are blowing it a little bit. And I think I might have mentioned that to you or Valen, that I just said that like I'm looking at my video right now for the Jackery. Like Jackery came out with that brand new unit. It's very expensive.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of the features of the River. So when you look at the price point, you're talking a unit that's $350 has more features than a unit that's $1,500. And I think Valen was interested maybe in having me do a comparison of the Jackery 300, which I think would actually be a good video. I hope you guys end up having me do that. That would be useful. The biggest thing, though, that is I'll talk about during the live stream is going to be the speed of charging. Is just the absolute, like I truly use your guys' products every day because when I'm done, I use it for lighting and stuff like that because it's the fastest to charge. And that's what, like if you're a solar person, maybe that isn't the number one feature, but a lot of people are buying these who are not using solar panels all the time. So, I'll probably talk about the fast charging, I think, because you wanted me to discuss my experience, right, when we get to that part.
Yeah.
The live stream.
Yeah, that would be awesome. And yeah, so there are gonna be 3 products featured during the live stream: Delta,
Okay.
River Pro, and River Max. And yeah, and you've already received the River Max, right?
Yes, I'm only waiting for the small one, but maybe it might be there. I haven't been to my shipping center since last week.
Okay. How's the Max? Do you like it?
Yeah, it works great. I'm trying to think. I connected up the second battery. I wonder. I don't know how many people will want the extended battery. I'll try not. The only thing I don't love about it is the battery cable is kind of annoying because I kind of wish it was just a cable I could plug in. It's a little bit different because I've got to screw it in, but I guess you could just plug it in. But as far as a unit, like it's flawless. Like the app, like the other thing I'll talk about too is your app. The app is tremendous. Like you guys, it just works. It works like. It works perfectly. Like every time I run it, like I can go right in. Hang on, I got work stuff coming up here. But it's like perfect. And 2 seconds, it's off. So the unit's off. So, but it's so nice that it depends how you use these units, but when I'm upstairs and it's charging, if I'm waiting, I can see exactly where it's at and I can turn the outlets off if I want, and Jackery just released that new unit, which is good because they have an audience. But there's no app. There's no app at all. Like they didn't even try. There's no app. So it's yeah, they missed out. And I can already tell the feedback of the video is kind of poor because people are watching the video, but there's nothing that great about it. It's not, you can charge it really fast, but you have to have 2 AC adapters. You guys don't have any AC adapter. Even the little one, I just plug it right in, which is another huge thing. I'll make some notes because these are the things I want to cover. That's very different about you guys is that I'm still using a pen and paper. It's not good.
Yeah, same for me. Look at my
yeah, you need to. Sometimes you need to. So, yeah. But no AC adapter is huge. The speed of charging, no one has still been able to beat you guys. Another odd thing, I don't know if this is true, is Jackery just put in their manual. So a question I get asked a lot is people will ask me, can you charge the unit while you're using the power out the other end? Because that happens. Sometimes I might be running a light and I want to charge it at the same time because I have an outlet, but then when I'm done, I'm going to grab it and go somewhere. And the Jackery just put in their manual that not to do that because it damages the battery. So people are really put off by that. So that was kind of an odd thing. So I kind of feel like Jackery, and again, I'm not trying to pit you against them, but like Jackery has a lot of momentum. Like they could have really, like if they came out with a killer product, they probably could have like stolen the market.
Yeah.
And they didn't. They came out with a very expensive product, and I like it. Like I like the design, but like it only comes in the color's kind of weird. I've told them that the whole time. I said you should change the color. Like they won't even sell the panels so you can have different colors.
They love orange.
I know, and you guys look more high tech. I love your display. Like you've like they just put the display on there. You guys have always had a great display since your first unit. You know, that's like there's just they didn't do lithium iron phosphate. They stuck with lithium ion again, which is that's a lot of money for that now to come out with. So it's when you really look at them dollar for dollar. And again, I had agreed to do that video, so and it was a truthful video, but whatever, you know, obviously I'm going to do a River one next, but then also with the Delta, I'm probably going to revisit the Delta like a year later because it's still a fantastic unit. And the speed of charge is like unbelievable. And people love them. When I look at the reviews online, they're very happy. I mean, obviously there's people that get unhappy sometimes, but they're really it's a very solid unit. I don't want to write that down.
It would be awesome if you can, you know, elaborate on these points during the live stream.
I will. Yeah, no AC adapters is big for me. I just not, and that's why I want to do it in my shop because I'm going to pick them up so I can show them a little bit so I can say, hey, look, you know, this plugs in. You know, yeah, no AC adapters is huge. Speed of charging is huge. You've always had a great display. The app I'll talk about. Obviously, the app's not on the Delta, but it's on the River line, which is it's rock solid. Like that app, it's so funny because when I look way back when I first was working with you guys with that prototype and it had all those problems, but like they're all gone. And I feel bad because like that other channel, William Pros, he continues to like trash you guys about a prototype that was made a year and a half ago. Like it's not even fair. And yet that prototype still works for me. Like I didn't have any, the only problem I had was the, and I do get this confused a lot, is you guys had the X Boost and you had
Extreme, right?
Extreme. So Extreme was the one that lowers the voltage. X Boost, or am I mixing them up?
Extreme is for the fast charging. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's just what you call it, your technology.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to mention that by name because that's good to call it that, so it has a reference for people. But yeah, it's just so funny when I look back at the prototype. And Blue Eddy, you know, they sent that EP500 to me. Again, I never make a fake review, and it worked okay, but like it's actually gotten buggier since I've used the review. It's been shutting off. I'm like, they have something wrong with their software. And if you look on their online reviews, they faltered a lot. I mean, I'm not going to trash competitors during the live stream. That's kind of a weird thing.
I know.
Yeah, but I will. I'm going to say definitely talk about no AC adapter is great for portability, grab and go, speed of charging. The display I like a lot. The app is awesome. Those are and reliability. Like it's been out for, like the Delta's been out for a long time, and you guys still sell a lot of them because it's just a good solid unit.
It's still a best seller.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, and you've lowered the price too, so it's become even better now. Because if I just looked, was it like $1,099 US? I think for it.
Yes, and during the live stream, it's gonna be $999.
Oh, that's awesome. Now people love that $999 price here because Jackery Forever sold that 1,000 watt. So if you really compare it, now you're getting yours, which is more wattage, more runtime for less money, and you're getting fast charge, no AC adapter. So that's great. And that's their old unit. Their old unit doesn't even have a full display. It just has a kind of a dumb display, I'd call it. The other thing that's impressive, I'll have to mention this, is I don't know how you guys did this so well early on, but like a lot of these companies are not able to have the battery gauge work properly. Like they're not able to, you know how obviously it's difficult to show percentage that the unit has remaining. And for some reason, they like, for instance, the Leoc unit I reviewed, nice unit, really cheap. I don't know how they're selling it so cheap, but it's minimal of features, and the battery display is like all over the place. 1 minute it's 40%, then it's 60%. You guys don't seem to have that happen. I don't know how you're able to give a battery gauge that seems to be much more true and accurate. So I'll try to condense that down into something shorter. That's good too. Yeah, no, you guys, I mean, I'll tell you right now, like, you guys make awesome stuff. I've really been a big fan since the beginning. I mean, honestly, the first time I used the Delta, and when you think about the Delta, that was like 2 years ago, wasn't it, when that came out?
Almost.
Yeah, that's a while ago. So, I mean, you think about, you guys had all that stuff, and the Jackery just got the display. Jackery still doesn't have a fast charging. And like I said, if you carry both of those AC adapters, both of them, it's, you know, they're this big, and the unit still takes 3.5 hours to charge.
Yeah,
so
right now, I think their new products can be charged from 0% to 80% in less than 2 hours. At least that's what they are saying. But for us, it's always been 1 hour.
Yeah,
0% to 80%, 1 hour.
Which is amazing. So and the other thing is, people were very critical of you all that the units would not last. But if you look at the reviews, it's not what you see. You see that people are using them, and I don't think they're thinking. I think people who own the Deltas have like forgotten about them. They just use them, and they don't even realize they're good. Where Jackery, I just think Jackery, their live stream went very, very poorly because they literally, I think I told you, they came out and they basically, it was like, oh, hey, we got a new unit. It's $4,000. And everyone was like, what? And everyone was like, I'm out. It's too much money.
Because my first thought when I saw the price, I was thinking, who's earning $4,000 a month? How many people are earning $4,000 a month? That's
too much. Way too much money. Yeah, it's crazy. And so I was so disappointed because I thought for sure they were going to come out and say they had a 1,500 watt and it was going to be $999. And then I was going to be like, wow, that's like a thing. But they went the wrong way. It went, and like one guy just said in my comments, he said, I'm really disappointed. He goes, it's basically the same price per watt. It's the old battery technology. The display is good, but like even the USBs, they're very limited with what they gave you for ports. There's no app, like a lot of weird stuff. And I personally, like, I think their new 2,000 watt one they're trying to come out with, which is not even in prototype that I've seen, won't have an AC adapter. But I think it's too big for a lot of people. I think you're getting into a much heavier unit. So I am dying to see I know you guys, we want to push the old stuff right now. Not that it's old, but older stuff. But I'll be very excited to see your guys' new stuff when we get to that point, because I just think that'd be good.
Yeah, actually, one major purpose of this live stream is that we want to test how live stream goes and how much impact it can have. Therefore, when we launch our new products, we know how to run this stuff, and we're going to, even invest more money in this live stream and make it big in order to, sell our new products to our, consumers.
Yeah, I think, see, you have the right mindset. As long as Jackery overdid their live stream, like you saw it, it was like watching Apple. Everybody was like, wow, like, yeah. And my channel is a good example of, I think, like, there are channels that are way better produced than me. I'm just like a regular guy. I have one camera, but like I try to focus my videos on a topic and I try to present information clearly. I don't try to, they're short. Jackery like it was really long. They had, and at the end, like there was all this buildup and the price, like nobody sat in the room and said, we cannot release a product that's 4 times the price of our current product. Like people were so angry. So I think you're making it a little bit more fun because it's like, sorry, excuse me. Hopefully that doesn't happen on the live stream. But basically, you're making it more fun in the sense that you're doing some giveaways. You're kind of promoting products that are already popular, but you're doing some special deals. So there's incentives for people to watch. The contest will definitely keep people on there, especially where you're giving away a number of them. And I think more people would rather have a less produced live stream than they did. Like they want a professional, but I think people might enjoy just seeing you working there along with a designer and maybe a tour of like somewhere that you put them together or something like that. But I mean, it's fine if it's produced, but it's just, you got to not forget the message is what I would say. And I think they had a great production, but the message was horrible. In fact, everyone kept saying, why won't you tell us the price without the solar panels? And they wouldn't answer it, which is like, I'm just a little bit confused by what they're trying to do. And now they've locked themselves in.
I think maybe they're only selling bundles. At least that's what I'm guessing,
Yeah.
instead of standalone units.
I can't, it must be very difficult. I'm not sure what they're, it's funny because I almost worried for you guys because I said, geez, I wonder if they're going to come out with something that's going to blow you guys away. And they just didn't. All they really did was come out with a slightly larger version. And it's just not like, it's not at all what I expected. So I think I noticed that yesterday when I released the video, they had a limited amount of products. They're still in stock. And I think they only had like 100 units. I don't think they had a lot at all. So they're very expensive. They're not selling. And I think that's a concern. And the $1,000 price point is definitely a good spot to have some stuff at. The other thing was smart for you all is that you made products at each level, which I think is important because many people, I personally, I do not love the 600-watt spot, and I'll just tell you why. It's so the 600-watt. See, if you think about it this way, Jackery sells the 300-watt version for pretty much the same price of yours, where you get an app, 600 watts, and you get kind of a nicer overall unit and no AC adapter, so it's very portable. So if you compare it that way, it's an awesome product. 600 watts is a weird number for people though, to try to think of it. But it's still a bargain. And that is something I kind of want to mention because I want to, again, I'm not going to like badmouth Jackery, and no one's asking me to. I'm just saying that I do want people to know though, when you compare that River to the little Jackery, like I don't know why anybody buys the small Jackery because you're paying. They had it for $299. You had your River, I think, for $350, and then you had a coupon for $2. So it was like the same price. It was crazy, and I think they put another coupon to try to be a little cheaper, but 300 watts is really small. I mean,
Maybe that's only for cell phones.
That's what I mean. It's just too small. And what I liked about yours, the small River is very small, but you get enough power to do stuff. And it's just like I said, and when you think about the app, it's amazing that you get the app, all that stuff is one thing, and that the app is again, it's really good like that. And I also like the fact you built it so you can have 10 devices, and it seems to be seamless. Every other app I've used, Blue Eddy's app is awful. They're running some data collector app that's absolutely. I mean, I have it. It's terrible. I cannot run it. This is. I don't know where it went. Maybe I deleted it. It's terrible. This is their app. So you have to let me put it on. You have to log. Yeah, it's what it is they took somebody's data collector. Yeah, it won't even see the unit because it's screwed up. They used a third-party data collector and they must have interfaced it to like the unit's bus or whatever you call it. But there's some problem with it, so I can't even monitor the unit. Where your guys one, it just works. Like every time I hit it, it's there. My device is there. It's very, very fast too with the communication. And so if you think about somebody buying one of these for $300, like that's a deal. Like you're getting the battery unit, an app, no AC adapter. So it's definitely, I'm looking forward to I wanted to finish this Jackery video before I did the River, because I'm going to do a River video as well. But now the River video will be much better because, to be honest, I'm actually going to call out some of those other products in the videos to be able to talk a little bit more. But I know Valen might want me to do like a full side-by-side, and that was one extra video that he was going to see if he could get approval on. He should do it though, because honestly, it's money well spent for you guys, because if that video even sells like 10 units, it pays for the video for you guys. And I think it's going to sell a lot more, because I think people don't know as much about the River as they could. I think they just don't know. I think they always think of the Delta, and they don't realize that you guys have that other unit. So,
yeah. Okay. So there are a few things that I would like to go over with you.
Yeah, go ahead.
In terms of the live stream process. So
okay.
Actually, before this testing, I was a little worried about the delay of sound, because when we did our own testing, there was like a 10 to 12 second of delay. But right now,
Wow.
I think it is awesome. Like
You're instant. You're instant. You're better. You sound better on this, considering you're in China, like, which is amazing too, right? You sound better on this than I do when I'm on my work calls on Zoom.
Yeah, I think maybe it's because of this platform Restream.
Yeah. It looked very good when I looked it up. People loved it.
Oh, actually, this is the first time I heard of Restream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I was doing the research of like what platform can put two people in the same screen during live stream, and the other thing is that basically the live stream is going to have three parts. So it's the sequence is going to be Delta, River Pro, and River Max, and
Okay.
we may change that sequence, but
Yep. All right.
I think it doesn't matter because you are so familiar with power
Yeah.
stations and our products, and so I think during the Delta section, um, I'm thinking if we can, maybe mention about the blackouts that took place in Texas a few months ago.
Yeah.
Like maybe we don't need to, elaborate on it, but it would be nice if we can mention it and let people know that during these hard times, it is so important to have something like a power station, to
Yeah.
just sustain your basic needs. I think that would be awesome if we can,
Yep.
talk
Yeah, I
about
can
it.
do that. That's easy to do.
Mhm.
Because that's who's people get, you see it in comments. People get very upset. They don't understand. Some people don't, the people who want a gas generator don't understand these products, and they don't realize that, like, I have parents that are older. They will never own a gas generator. They can't handle it. They don't understand how to put gas in it. They could own a Delta. Like, they could own a Delta. They could handle plugging a fridge into their Delta. And people will criticize it and say, well, it's only going to last so long. But it's exactly the same with gas. Like, they're not going to, you can't, and in Texas, they had no gas. And if they had purchased this with a solar panel, even though people say, well, how much power are you going to have? Having some power is better than no power.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
even if you could just run your phone and get a couple of lights going, you're a lot better off than someone that's sitting in the dark. So the other thing that I should mention, I maybe not for the live stream, but a lot of people, I never realized this. A lot of people use these with electric blankets. If you know what those are, like heated blankets.
Actually, a lot of people use this in China, especially in the north. Yeah, when
Really?
it's yeah, they put it under their bed, and during winters they turn it on, and it's super warm.
Yeah, and I didn't realize that. And I guess in Japan, like, a lot of houses in Japan don't have central heat. So we're here, like, it's just so cold. There's no way we couldn't have heat. But I didn't realize a lot of people will use an electric blanket to stay warm. So, like, a lot of people will criticize and say, oh, you can't run a heater. But if you had no heat and you had an electric blanket, and a lot of those only draw 100 watts. So they're much lower power. So that's something useful too. But yeah, no, I like that. I think that's a good thing to mention. Sure.
Yeah, yeah, especially because when the during the blackouts, the electricity went back from time to time. Like for the electricity may come back for 1 hour and it
Oh, I
goes
know where
out.
you're going.
But
Yeah, you could have
yeah,
charged it in an hour.
yeah, during that 1 hour you can charge it
Yeah,
to 80%. So it's
you're
super
right.
useful. Yeah,
I never thought of that. That's a good point about charging it, because you got power back for a little bit, and the speed
yeah,
of charging could be like life or death.
yeah,
That's a real point, though. I mean, that is what happened, and then people lost it. I like that.
yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
All right, that's good.
Okay. So right now it's me and you, but like during the actual live stream, we're inviting a host, and the host does not work for EcoFlow. He's from Australia, and he's right now a presenter at one of our TV stations in China. And maybe yeah, we have trained him in terms of product information, and right now he has some basic knowledge about our products, but he may not be like as knowledgeable as you are. So I mean, during the live stream, he's going to talk about some key features and selling points, but I think it won't be good if we go too deep into the tech stuff, because I don't
Yeah,
think the host will be able to handle all these questions. But
sure.
yeah, but he already has the basic knowledge about power station deck for him, so that he can before the live stream. And yeah,
So it'll be him, me. Are you on? Like, who else is in the group?
just you and the host.
Just me and the host.
Yeah.
That's like a real. Well, I guess are they going to take questions while it's going on,
Actually, we
or no?
assume that you audience are gonna ask a lot of questions in the comment section, and we are going to
If there's anything I want to call out,
yeah, that would be great. That would be great.
and the only thing to be
Yeah, actually, 1 hour is the max. Like,
opinion on it, and then I don't know if is he going to kind of talk with me? Depends how it goes, I guess, or whatever. I mean, obviously, if you ask me stuff, I can answer it.
before this testing, we were thinking that we may want to limit
Yeah.
exchange right now. I think it would be great to have the host exchange a little bit with you.
Yeah, definitely. I think so. Yeah, I think that my only concern just, and I'm just telling us the whole thing, like who's getting
Yes.
what. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
How do you communicate with him so he knows what you're, are you, does he have an earpiece or something? Or how does he, like, how do you tell him, hey, speed up or slow down or something?
We have like boards, you know.
Oh, so he'll be with you. He'll
Yeah,
be
yeah,
at your place.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
He'll
realize that.
come to the
Okay, so
company. He's gonna be in the
oh,
company.
beautiful. Okay. I didn't know that. So that's why I wonder. I thought he was remote in
Mm.
Australia. He's just Australian himself.
And he's from Australia, but he's right now working in a nearby city.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
Excellent. Okay, very good.
yeah,
All
and
right.
yeah, and his name is Hasa. And before the live stream, I'm gonna put the three of us into the same WhatsApp group so that you can know each other.
Great.
You know.
Okay.
Okay. And there's another thing. So before the day before the live stream, it is April 21st in the US. I think it would be great if we can do a rehearsal, like we run through the whole process, and then it would be great if we can record it.
Why do you even want to bother though to record it?
Um, the reason why is that we are worrying. We're worried that
Oh, if it goes
like
bad.
yeah, if there's a connection problem during the live stream,
Yeah.
say if how the internet goes out and stuff like that, so that we can play the recorded
I don't
video.
know if I can do an hour before and then the day
Mm,
after, but I'll do my best. I mean, we can
mm.
schedule it and I can try
Yeah,
to go on there.
maybe not an hour because we won't have the giveaway sections, so it would be
Yeah,
shorter. Yeah, and we won't have to
sure.
warm up. We won't have to wait for audience to come in. So I think the whole process
Oh, I
will
see what you're
be
saying.
a lot faster than 1 hour.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a little less than that. That's fine. We can do that. Okay, that would work.
So yeah, that thank you so
I
much.
wouldn't be worried. I would definitely plan. I mean, the other thing is too, it's very rare, but it does happen once in a while. Like YouTube goes down, which is not common, but it has happened. I mean, I think the big thing is if you have too big of a problem, obviously you want to do it on Earth Day, but I guess thinking ahead, like if something were to happen, I mean, to reschedule it, but I don't think you'll, I think this seems like a very solid platform. I don't think you're going to have any problems. What did you use the last time? What was the platform, or did you just use it direct from YouTube?
No, we used to do live streams on Instagram or Facebook because you can directly connect with another
Yeah.
user on those two platforms.
Yeah.
But considering that you've been your fans are on YouTube, so that is the reason why we've chosen YouTube this time.
Yeah, no, you're better off. So this is the way to do it, and just connecting me in with this single stream is awesome. This works
Mm.
great. So this was perfect. Okay.
Yeah, great. And would be great if you can tell me in advance that what time would you be available on the day before, like April
Probably this
21st.
time, because I don't know what time it is there, but this
Okay.
time works pretty well for me because it's early. It's early in the morning here,
Yeah.
and it's just before I have other stuff going on. So this would actually work out okay. Like 8 a.m. Eastern time is fine.
Okay, that would be great because the host is going to come to the company the day before,
Oh,
and
okay.
he's gonna come in here late afternoon. So I guess 8 a.m. would work for both of us.
Great. Okay, perfect.
Okay, thank you so much. And yeah, I think that's that's pretty much it. And
Yeah, I work a little better. I won't say too much. I want to be careful in the rehearsal because I found that with my, if I prepare too much, sometimes it comes off very unnatural. So I want to recover all these points and stuff like that, but I don't want to, like, sometimes I can only do one production once. So I want to hold back a little because I want to try to be excited about it too, and not be too robotic. So I think that's good. But yeah, some type of rehearsal, whether it's brief or not, should be fine. So good.
Yeah, we can just.
This
do
works great though. This platform is excellent. I mean, I got it instantly, and I'm just running it through Chrome, which is what it recommended. So it seems to be flawless.
Yeah, I think this is gonna work. I think this is gonna work.
Yeah, I think so. The biggest thing will be is if it's obviously hard to get people to go to it. It's hard to get people, but obviously if you publicize it on your Facebook, things like that will help. I think you have a lot of technology fans that will want to definitely get deals on the product and things like that as well. So that will help a lot. And I think my own viewers that will be interested in the products. And I just think overall it's probably a good thing. And this is good where it's kind of like your first one again after a while to get it going. And I think the free products will definitely keep people on there, where I think Jackery, what really hurt them was there was so much buildup. Like people didn't know what they were going to present. And when we finally did and the price was so bad, it was a huge letdown. People were not happy. So I think this will be good because it's a lot more of a presenting a solid product at a really good discount.
Yeah. We're gonna have discounts for all 3 products.
Yeah, that's great. No, that's the $9.99 for the Delta. I think will be a huge winner. So I'm going to make sure I want to have those products on my bench, and I'll have the camera set up and stuff like that so that it's getting a good angle of that. And you know, I think that'll do pretty well. So great.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, this sounds good. All right, so keep in touch, and we'll set up
Yeah.
that rehearsal, and then from there.
Okay,
Great.
let's keep in touch. Okay, bye.
All right, thanks a lot. All right,
Thank
bye.
you so much.
Take it easy.
Bye-bye.
Thanks again. Anytime.